Before we tackle about the protocols that needed to be followed by all, let us first talk about what is COVID-19 and how does it spread to us. Coronavirus disease 2019, also called COVID-19, is caused by a virus that can be passed from person to person. It first spread in people in December 2019 and has quickly spread around the world. COVID-19 affects your respiratory system. In some cases, it can cause problems with your lungs, like pneumonia. Next, how does COVID-19 spreads to us? The virus is spread through droplets. So when an infected person coughs or sneezes, they project droplets of the virus out into the air. Those droplets then land on or are breathed in by other people. That's the most common way of the virus can spread. Another way of spreading COVID-19 is when a person touches the surface that has infected droplets on it and then touches their eyes, nose, or mouth. It's possible for them to get sick. These are gateways for the virus, so the less you touch them, the less chance there is for the virus to enter your body. That's why everyone keeps saying, do not touch your face. If the virus gets in your skin, like in your hand, you need to wash it off by using soap and water or hand sanitizer before it reaches your eyes, nose, or mouth. It may be possible for a person with COVID-19 to pass the virus to others when they aren't showing signs of being sick. And this is called asymptomatic transmission. It often takes 2 to 14 days before people start to feel sick after being exposed to the virus. So you could be getting other people sick without knowing it. That's why, when there are a lot of cases in the area, leaders recommend staying home unless you really need to do something, like get groceries. And if you are feeling sick, stay at home and call your doctor. So, what can you do to stay healthy or avoid COVID-19 as soon as possible? Wash your hands with soap and water. It sounds simple, but it has a big impact. Basically, it's because soap breaks apart the container that holds the virus. Once it opens, the virus just washes away with the water. For this to happen, you gotta spend some time washing your hands, and you need to scrub. You should wash your hands for 20 to 60 seconds. Rub your hands together, clean your wrist, fingernails in between your fingers, and dry your hands with a paper towel that you can throw away. And do not also forget to wash the faucet handle. And if you have kids in your household, make sure they are washing their hands this way too. If you aren't around soap and water, use hand sanitizer that is at least 60 to 70% alcohol. Make sure to rub it until it's dry. You should also keep your distance from other people, and this is called social distancing. And you might really want to stay away from people who are visibly sick or coughing. If you can work from home. You should also clean your doorknobs, countertops, your phone screen, and other items that you touch a lot. Lastly, it is a good idea to limit travel to places that have a lot of COVID-19 cases. Now, what are the protocols that we should do during this time of pandemic? So my mother always goes to a public market and sometimes at grocery stores. Before we are under ACQ, there's this called quarantine pass and only one pass can have in each family. But we don't have that anymore because we are now under GCQ. She would always wear surgical mask and face shield whenever she goes out. Then when she comes back, she will spray the alcohol at the bag with the goods that she bought and also put alcohol in her hand. After that, she would throw the mask, sanitize the face shield and throw it after 2 times of use. And all of the members of the family won't go close to her or to anyone who goes out unless they took a bath after coming home. And lastly, she will take a bath to wash away the possible COVID-19 virus that might cling to her clothes and skin. This clip shows how my mom washes her hands properly for 20 to 60 seconds. We rode a public jeep for us to get to Intramuros, wearing our face shield and face mask. While we were on our way, I saw this on the side of the road of the beacon. This reminds everyone that we should always wear our face masks. When we were at LPU, they have sanitizing corner, but we didn't go inside. Then after submitting my requirements at around 11 o'clock, we ate at KFC at the front of Cathedral. They have sanitizing station and you cannot enter until you sanitize your hands. After eating with my mom, she invited me to go visit the cathedral. So before entering, they have an automatic temperature check and sanitizer. And you can't get close to the altar or sat at the benches. They have these 1 meter away lines, and by there you can pray. After doing all of that, we went home and took a bath to wash away the germs and possible virus that we might get.